Congratulations. Today's your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the guy who will decide where to go. You'll look up and down the streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not-so-good street. And you may not find any you want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsie as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along, you'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up, you'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole game and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you'll top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true, that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your game will fly on, you'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. On something yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could spring both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite, or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start into race down long, wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace, and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the right places where the boom bands are playing. With banner flip-flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you'll go. There's fun to be done, there are points to be scored, there are games to be won, and the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too, games you can't win because you'll play against two. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your hands. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, through the weather be foul, on you will go through your enemy's prowl, on you will go through the hack and crack's howl, onward up many a frightening creek, through your arms may get sore, and your sneakers may leak. On and on we will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you are already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with great care and step with great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. And never forget to be dexterous and deft. And never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So be your name Boxbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Alley Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way.
Tu Thank you, first of all, for coming out tonight. It means so much for us to have this concert that celebrates our seniors and celebrates the relationship between the seniors and also several ninth graders that are playing today and all the grades in between. So I wrote this speech today, and it's 6 pages long. So I decided I'm going to speak off the cuff, which never goes well, but that's okay. And since tonight is so much about stories and our individual stories the past 4 years, and how much time we've shared together, I wanted to leave them with a little story of the seniors tonight. So I got home from school today and couldn't find my baton anywhere. My conducting batons went missing, somewhere in the 5 states I've been in the past 8 weeks, doesn't matter. But they're gone. And I thought, I can't conduct with a pencil tonight, like that's just not, this is on film. So I have to try to find some. And I remembered a box that's hidden way at the back of a bookshelf that has all the special things. Don't you all have a bookshelf that like you put your special meaningful things? And I thought that's the answer. And I just wanted to tell you a story about this box. So when I was your age, I spent all my summers studying in Saratoga Springs because the Philadelphia Orchestra was in residence. So there was a program where we saw every concert of their entire season. This is back years and years ago. And our conductor of the program was one of my great mentors because I was forever bringing the scores to every single concert that we heard and then running up to our conductor and saying, I've got a question. Why did they do this? Why did they write that? Just asking nonstop. I think at some point he got a little annoyed. But years I stayed in touch with him. I'd visit every summer, I'd go back. I spent 3 summers with him. And then we lost touch, as many of you will do, right? You have these incredible relationships, and then sometimes you lose touch. But he remembered me, and years later, he had tracked me down at the orchestra I was working with at the time, and I was about to go on stage, and there was a package that arrived as a surprise. And it was right before a really amazing concert of mine, because I was fortunate enough to do a piece I'd been waiting to do for years. And he sent me his batons from his career and gifted them to me with a note inside that said, keep asking questions. And I thought, what a legacy. What an incredible legacy to receive something like this from someone that meant so much to me. And I was thinking how much the seniors mean to me and what a legacy you're leaving. And after 4 years of asking you to get on these journeys with me that were sometimes really, as you could say, off the rails. Yes? I know, cringe. I see it. I see cringing. I see it. But the seniors in front of you have done everything from created installation art, played outside in high winds when we couldn't perform anyplace else, did videos on how to make the best charcuterie board on the planet, programmed concert after concert, curated concert after concert, came up with incredible projects. But the biggest legacy that they will leave, when I use this word legacy, is what you've all created for each other. And it's a community like I've never seen before. Everyone is welcome. You make music with anyone that shows up in the room. You order donuts and you Grubhub donuts for people you don't even know. I hope I'm not getting anybody in trouble when you see it. I'm sorry. But what you've created is, there are no 9th graders, there are no 10th graders, it's a community. And they're leaving this legacy of building this up through some really difficult times, and we won't go over it again, but you're gonna hear the word perseverance over and over. Yes, you've persevered, yes. But beyond that, you've built a bigger legacy, something that's going to carry through historically with this program. And I cannot thank you enough. I cannot thank the winds and brass, Dr. Fisher, for lending all of you and percussion to us so we could play a concert like this. I can't thank the committee that blew up all the balloons starting at 6 o'clock this morning and decorated and came up with lighting schemes and posters and artwork and everything beautiful. So in front of you it's not only the group that's leaving a legacy, but those that will carry it on. And I cannot say how much you are cherished and how fortunate I am to know you and to hear your artistry and musicianship over and over again. So, like my mentor said, read everything you can. Things you like, things you don't like. Go see art. Go to concerts, no matter where music is taking you in your life. And just, we're always here. Please come back and visit. And with that, I'll turn this over to a real wordsmith, someone who can actually write beautifully. Tara.
Wonders of the wind. The threads of life will pull you forward, weaving a hot air balloon of lavender and bronze. You will float upwards, higher and higher until your fingers can graze against the radiant sun. Below, the world will resemble a gleaming blue marble, small and delicate. You will fly for days and nights through sullen storms and lavish sunsets, above the quiet willow trees and childhood wonderlands, the future whispering in your dreams. Higher and higher you will fly, and far below, grand cities will appear like constellations in the dark. Sometimes you will feel desperately alone, up so high, always drifting from place to place. But such is life. The wind will push you, sometimes gently, sometimes ferociously, guiding you across the path that lies before you. You will soar across landscapes of a lifetime, and when you feel alone, simply look up, and the brilliant glimmer of the stars will put your mind at ease. So hop in your hot air balloon and soar away. There's so much before you and so many sunrises you're destined to see.
Seniors, stand up before we play the last piece. Seniors.
Thank you.